with Andy Crane. We're
We're in
live.
your house. We're in your living room.
Yeah,
We're on your laptop. We're on your phone.
Was it Andy?
You've
Was it
had
Andy?
some issues with the chat, Dan, the last 2 weeks or so.
Yeah. Why have I got issues now? I mean, I might have issues. I don't know.
We have tissues for those issues.
I'm going to open up. No, I won't. I won't do it yet. Let's just see what happens. We'll see what happens. See if I have problems. I've always got problems. You two good?
Yeah, good, man. It's
All
exciting
right.
to be back.
It's been a while. It's been a hot minute since you've had
It's been a hot
Had-
minute.
Rise Hotbox on. Jason, how you doing, buddy? Bit weird. I'm assuming that's Ben and not Sam.
Must be then.
How you doing, Ben? Making us jealous with your pictures of barbecue and whatnot earlier on. Love all that. That's all good. How you doing, Tony? I look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday. Hopefully you're still popping down. I've got them bits for you. Yeah, it's going to be good. We'll talk about it in a bit. David. Hello, sir. Will we be seeing you at Sandown? Hope so. In September.
I read that as David Meth Van.
That's why I that's why I kind of went, yeah, I'm like David Meth fan. That's
I mean, that's a vibe.
that is putting it right out there, and I'm
Mm.
in. This is the second time today we've spoken about methamphetamine. That's weird, isn't it?
It is.
It's weird. How you doing, Mr. Good Toys? Hope you're well. Hope you are well. Hope everyone's well. Kez, how you doing, buddy? Kev at the London Toy Shop. How you going, dude? Carlos, good evening to you, sir. Big Brad, hope you're good, man.
Is one of you playing like Minesweeper? What was all that tapping?
That's me clicking.
Oh,
It's
that's
probably
you.
me as well. I'm just doing
Nice.
my shares.
Did it sound like this?
Yeah. It's you.
Yeah, that's me. That's me clicking the down thing.
Yeah.
I'll
I thought you were like trying to set a best score on Snake or something.
dude. I'm genuinely brilliant at Minesweeper.
Are you?
Genuinely brilliant at Minesweeper.
I've never like tried to learn it.
Dude, I'm so there's 3 games in this world that I would genuinely. Oh, I'm well good at. I'm not good at beat 'em ups. I'm not good at sports games.
Yeah.
But Minesweeper,
Solid
Tetris,
biscuit. What?
obviously Tetris or versions of, i.e. Dr. Wario, I'm exquisite. And any repetition game that's just repetitive. And I was going to say Snake on the Nokia for 8210, but yeah.
You know what really annoys me about you? I mean, a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
But the fact that we don't play games.
yeah, I know. He's
Well,
got time.
I tell a lie. I've put Fallout in the Xbox and started playing a little bit of Fallout 4.
Fallout 4.
Is Fallout 4? No, that's so. It goes Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4.
Because I didn't realise, and this is just how out of touch I am, I didn't realise there was loads of like DLC for it.
Yeah.
So I just downloaded all the DLC and I'm going to
What
try and-
console have you got, Aaron?
Xbox One.
Xbox One, is it?
Lovely.
Yeah.
We can play some games.
I must have told you about my Fallout 3 experience. It was quite disappointing.
No.
Oh, I bought the game for like 50, 60 quid when it first came out for the PS3. I put it in the thing. Spent 20 years of it uploading, updating. I was then a baby and had to make some decisions about whether or not I was going to be neutral, chaotic, or all that business. So I did all that. That was pretty boring. And I came out the bunker and I turned left and I wandered off and found some ruins and found like a BB gun and got killed by mutated scorpions and was like, oh, this isn't very good. So I respawned back at the bunker and went left and walked and came out and got killed by some radioactive scorpions. And I went, oh, I'm done with this. So I threw it to one side. About 6 months later, I was speaking to my friend Simon. He was like, oh man, I've put another 5 or 6 hours into Fallout 3. I was like, oh, man, and I told him my story and he was like, what you want to do, mate, is you want to turn right when you come. And I literally came out of the bunker, looked right, and there's an enormous nuke town.
Yeah, the town, Nuketown, yeah.
But by that point, over it. Never played it again. How you doing, Kieran?
There's a really cool thing with Fallout. You get luck.
Yeah.
So some people like do runs where they put their luck all the way up to the top, and they walk straight out of the vault, and they get like power armor straight away. Or people that like put their luck all the way down to 1, and you walk out and there's like a death claw waiting for you straight away. Like,
God's sake.
Yeah.
it's just
I like the idea of them. I love the idea of playing BioShock again and Dead Space and stuff, but I haven't got the patience, man.
Oh, dude, I played BioShock again last year. It is still, you know, they did the BioShock collection where they sort of remastered all of them.
Yeah.
It's still incredible. Would you kindly? Oh, so clever.
If anyone wants to take me on at Tony Hawk skateboarding, I'm all there. Adam, evening. It is good to have Rye back. It's like he hated us before, and now he's back.
I'm out of retirement.
He's out of right.
Oh.
Right now. Now yours works better. Action Up Toys. How you doing, man? How you doing, Ollie? Good to see you. Ollie's doing another live stream, I think, tomorrow night. I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow night. Get on that. If you don't follow I Made This, you're missing out. Make sure you do. I'm ignoring, but is Ben drunk? I think he's probably drunk. Evening, Darren. Evening.
What's he saying? I don't look at comments.
It. Yeah. Yeah. Right, can bring a type of normality back to the stream as well. 100% not.
Huh?
He's wearing a Stetson trucker cap. Everything about that hat is an oxymoron. It's
listen, mate. Right? People like myself,
yes,
and Andy and Aaron are enlightened, and we love Luke Combs.
Right. My issue hasn't got anything to do with your terrible choice in country music. I'm saying it would be like me wearing a bowler hat with the word Fez written on it. It doesn't make any sense. A Stetson is a type of hat. Anyway, whatever.
Ben's asked me to check a message he sent further down.
Oh, I will do in a second. That's fine. Steve, evening, Sue, evening, Colin. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. We cannot talk about meth. We're not talking about meth, Brad. It's not that sort of chat. Son of the Collectibles from Cornwall. Yeah.
I saw some pictures of the Son and Dad Collectibles family, all in some like mad, like fancy dress thing. I don't know what was going on, but it looks intriguing. But I only saw it before coming on here, so I didn't get to read it. But whatever you guys were doing, it looked fun.
That was a cool name.
Shout out to your friend Ryan.
Ryan.
Big up Ryan. Hopefully he's got better taste in music than our one. It is Ben. YouTube's glitching. Yeah, YouTube's glitching. Dave, Blade, home with the toys. Yes, Dave. Hope you are well. Oh, Sai.
Blade on the weekend. That's exciting.
Yeah, we'll talk about what's going on the weekend. Sai, you are in for a terrible disappointment on my front. I have no pickups this week. So we'll see. And Rye has a bunch of pickups, but they're sitting next to me. It doesn't work. It simply doesn't work.
Yeah, Dan has Rye's pickups.
I have Rye's pickups. Yes, Christian. We'll be seeing Christian at the weekend, which I'm looking forward to.
I don't know if I will, but I'm excited.
So I've just I was doing the little bit of the sharing around.
Oh yeah.
I just had an email come up of Pendulum announces massive UK tour. So.
Huh?
Didn't they support? Limp Bizkit, who you saw the other night?
Yep.
Good. Any good?
No, Limp Bizkit.
So good. Just ignore Dan. Whatever. It was fun. It was good. It was amazing.
I have a personal problem with Limp Bizkit, like a legit problem with 3 of the band members. I can't talk about it on stream, but I'll tell you about it another time.
I'm embarrassed to say, but that first album was quite iconic. I was at just the right age.
I'm embarrassed to say that the chorus riff, one of their worst songs, when Wes Borland left the band, and they did that song called "Eat You Alive." It's a terrible song, but the chorus it's a strong riff, and the video's got Bill Paxton and Thora Birch in. Can't argue with that.
Is that the one in the woods?
Yeah, it's rubbish, but it's got quality. But it's just like every now and then you're just like, wow, that's a good riff, quality riff that is.
Look, Limp Bizkit, they do exactly what they do on the tin. It was just the songs that classic normal, and then the big riff, big new metally riff at the end, and everyone went mental. And then he spoke for a little bit, and then a classic song of, F this, F that, blah, 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 blah. Big chunky riff at the end, and everyone went mental. And I loved every second of it.
Will Limp Bizkit rocking the set like Russian roulette when they're placing the bet? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit. Oh,
It's my generation.
oh Jesus. It's just funny how, like the three big, I want to say, new metal bands from that era. Limp Bizkit just maintained this level. I don't like it, but whatever. They maintained a level, right?
Yeah.
We can all agree that Korn fell off a cliff. Like it wasn't. They were the first band to kind of be big with 7-string guitars. So it's like, it's really, really heavy, even though in hindsight it's just more sludgy, right? But they fell off a cliff. But the band that just continued to get better and better, who started off considered a new metal band, but they never really were, but they kind of were, and that's Deftones. Absolute quality. They just get better and better.
Hey, White Pony.
Dude, Diamond Eyes. Dude.
Yeah,
Saturday Night Rest, you kidding me? Brilliant albums. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, there we go.
Right, Toy Division.
Columns champion on a Mega Drive. Yes, I like a bit of Columns. That's quite repetitive. I'm into that. Hello, Paul, mate. I'd say it's good to see you, but that would make no sense. It's good to see you.
Can I just do a little bit of Dan chat? Not to you, Aaron, but to Paul. Paul, I'm going to go to that. You like that? You like that little reference on the side? I'm going to go to that farm you recommended tomorrow. If you want to join me, let me know.
Is that like the farm that we send elderly dogs and stuff to? Hamsters?
Sort of. From the import of the elderly dogs.
Yeah. We're sending you to the farm. Adam, how you going, buddy? Adam, you need to pull the trigger on some Sofubi, my friend. It's the anticipation of what you're going to buy is killing me. Buy something. Buy something big.
Chance I had of this week, and I was like, I feel like you've been tempted for 17 years. You got to go. You got to go.
Got to go, mate. Got to go. And the thing is, I will say this about the stuff that especially Rai has got me involved in, much to my his credit and whatever, is a lot of this stuff, you see it, you need to buy it, or you won't see it again. Or when you do see it again, it is 20 times the amount that it was when you saw it first time. So,
yeah, Adam said he was up for like some Devilman pieces, but missed sort of the first run of it.
Yeah. Do it now. Can we ask Ryan's thoughts on the new upcoming game, Starfield?
So when Skyrim came out, I didn't have a child. I don't think I was. When did Skyrim come out? I don't think I was married. So I booked off 2 days of work. This time around, I'll 100% be booking off at least 1 day of work.
Okay.
And I will go in my living room and put my headphones on, and I will play it from the moment my son leaves for nursery or school at that point.
Oh, yeah.
And comes back. He's starting school as a girl. And comes back. I cannot wait. I'm slightly terrified because, as we all know, Bethesda Todd Howard games are incredibly buggy, but it's just so exciting getting a new Bethesda game like that.
I feel like the bugs for Bethesda games actually make them more fun to play because a lot.
You know that is, Aaron, marketing. They've convinced you that the bugs are good.
No, but it's like it's never saying it's like it's not like Cyberpunk that the game's unplayable. It's just like, oh my god, the game's crashed. A giant has hit me, and I've just been yeeted halfway across the map. And it's just or there's like when you get an enemy like the dragon like comes down, you get the enemy, the music changes, you're about to fight, and the dragon flies off. But the music's still playing, and it still shows a red thing, and you can't fast travel because there's an enemy nearby.
Yes,
and you're just stuck in this weird limbo.
It's like a game within a game.
Yeah,
you try to play the game, but in a weird, like glitchy way.
I'm down with the bugs because without them bugs, you don't get the wicked glitch videos of people just like like falling into walls and just like freaking out and stuff.
All like things when like what's it like? You're talking to your companion, and it's just like the gate. They'll move like to talk to you, and it will set a trap off, and a big like axe will just come through and just take them out, and they just kills them straight away.
I remember when me and my friend played a huge amount of online Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, like a huge amount, and then obviously Black Ops and so on and so forth came out, and we went back to Modern Warfare 2, and it had been corrupted and just absolutely rinsed by hackers essentially. So there were people setting miniguns in the sky. There were people that made themselves invisible. There were people that were flying, literally flying, just like shooting. Just like, oh, this isn't fun. This is terrible.
As a side note, guys, if anyone watching wants an incredibly good Lachman sub build on Warzone, hit me up.
Ooh. I don't know what that is, but that sounds saucy. Good evening, buddy. Will we be seeing you on Saturday? I hope we will. Be good to see you guys. Take anyone on Tony Hawk's. Well, mate, imagine having Goldfinger, Superman, and repeat the entire time. I
think Grant's talking about real life because he's scared.
Just forever.
Right. I'll do it in real life.
Yeah. Question for the group: do you shape your beards or just natural shape and trim? I don't shape my beard. No.
Not at all.
No. Natural.
We like those sorts of questions because they're easy to answer. No. On the big TV. Nice. David's meth van is full of toys. Less so meth. I know which should make more money. Yeah. I hear that. Might have to send some Win McDonald's bits to ride again.
Please. Oh. You know what? I had a horrible thing happen this week, guys. I have like a favorite McDonald's mug. I know, I'm 36, and it got chipped. So I bought a new one, and I won it for like a couple of quid on eBay.
Yeah.
And I brought it in, didn't sort of clock that it was that. Austin runs it. I threw it, missed the sofa, hit the floor, smashed.
So you broke your favorite mug, bought a replacement, and then smashed it.
I was like, it was so sad. I mean, I've got two of them.
I was going to say, so how much are you up to bidding on the next one?
A lot.
Yeah. Hold Your Colour. Big album, man. Big album. I was like, Pendulum. They're just like a not as good version of Prodigy. And then I heard Hold Your Colour, and I'm like, it's all right. That's all right.
They were good. They were
really good.
They played Blood Sugar, and then halfway through Blood Sugar before the drop, they just broke out into Voodoo People, as they do.
Oh.
And it just everyone just, because everyone was just vibing, second to last band, a couple of day beers hadn't quite kicked in yet, and then all of a sudden that and just everyone just was like, oh, and just.
I'm of an age where I can't, like, when I go and watch bands, I get there about 30 seconds before the band I want to see plays. I watch that band and I leave immediately. I can't imagine being in a festival scenario outside watching that. Kill me off.
Do you know what?
I just don't go anymore. But
do you know
if anyone, sorry, Aaron, carry on.
No, Aaron.
Aaron, you can't say carry on.
Okay.
If anyone at all has any tickets for Luke Combs,
oh my God,
Dan, I swear to God, you shut your mouth. For me and Andy, we are willing to pay £75 each for a ticket. Do
you want to know what's funny? He's playing at the O2 Arena, isn't he?
Yes.
You know who I work for?
Yes, mate, I do.
Not even going to try for you.
Dan, do you remember that gift? Go on.
We'll talk on Saturday. Aaron, sorry, you were going to say something, Aaron, before Greg started banging about terrible music.
Dan, it's 2-1 here. It's 2-1. Take the odds.
Yeah, it's 2-1. Hate your music, right?
So, so it was sunny, but it was like cloudy sunny. So it had like nice and sun for one bit, and then the cloud cut. All the food, there wasn't that much. The only bad thing about it was there was not enough toilets. So, of course, imagine like metalheads at a festival when there's not enough toilets.
Yeah,
they don't care. They just start peeing anywhere.
You're talking full chocolate starfish and a rusty flavoured hot dog flavour.
But,
that's cool.
But it gave me that glimmer of like, I can do a festival again. 3 days, download next year.
I don't know, man. I sort of feel like, I don't know where this is coming from. You might not have a lot of time soon. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I get that, but like what I'm saying is like the weather was good. Like there wasn't much queues for the beers, there wasn't much queue for the food. It was quite really well spaced out. Like,
yeah,
it got that feeling, but you just know as soon as you're like, oh, I'll go download next year, go to it and it'll be pouring with rain. It will be like
the last 2 festivals I went to were a Reading and a Download, and the Reading, both just for one day because I'm not camping. The Reading, I lent someone a drum kit who was playing, and they gave us like 3 backstage, but you can kind of go extra there. So it's like there's seats and there's a bar and it's chilled and yeah, Download, well, one of the bands playing hooked me up. So, but I'm spoiled. It's like going in business class. You can never go back. I can never go back. So yeah, there you go. It's fun though.
Mate.
Fun standing at the side and not having to, like, being all. Ugh. Stu, evening, sir. Evening. Pendulum, Hyde Park. Supported Lincoln Park at Hyde Park.
Is Dave Will Toys in? Because I'm genuinely terrified about.
We'll see in a sec. Never heard of them. Pendulum, check them out, man. If you like kind of it's not even heavy, but just like intelligent drum and bass stuff with a little bit of guitar. It's good. It's good stuff. Miss Detty, good evening to you. Yes, I'm not going to talk about your Limp Bizkit, Ollie. It's weird, but yes, Deftones for life. You know it. Or as they're also known in the business, Hornycorn. That's no one cares. It's fine. No, Brad, me and you're gonna have words, strong words.
Toxicity album by System of a Down is an absolute album. I don't care.
To the farm. Honest to God, if he's talking about the farm, let me know.
He'll message you.
I'll be there, dude.
This is the thing, Aaron. Our 9-year age gap. This is exactly the sweet spot of our 9-year age gap. That System of a Down, I'm like, nah, because whatever, we were watching other bands. But if you were just getting into heavy music, I get how they would be like really important. And people say to me like, oh, they're like absolutely legendary band. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, they were. They are legendary.
But they were to like the next kind of generation of heavy music.
Old fools.
But I like the Toxicity album, but I struggle with all their other albums. Apart from
System of a Down one's the best one.
Apart from a few odd songs, but like Toxicity is their only album that I can listen to almost like the whole album all the way through.
I believe the drummer from System of a Down, when they disbanded, forged a full-time career in buying and selling very rare and expensive comic books, I believe.
Yeah. There we go. And that's how we keep this kind of nerdy thing and music together.
I am the weaver.
It comes together.
Yeah. Right, do you intentionally place those items on a counter behind you to look cool on a stream, or they're permanent features? Having been at Rye's house, I can assure you his kitchen is absolutely chock-a-stocked full of permanent features, much to his wife's disappointment.
Chagrin. No, they don't go there. I put them there literally for the stream.
Just for the stream. But they are in his kitchen at all times. They're just to that side, aren't they? Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. You know it, Adam. Get on it. Jody, hello, buddy. We're getting there, guys. We got to talk about some things that are going on. Ow. How are you doing, buddy? Yes, Saturday. Looking forward to seeing you on Saturday, man. Looking forward to the entire day. It seems a bit odd that Brits like country music. Not all Brits. No idea why I think this. For everyone would there be into Wham? Yeah, now you're talking my language.
The thing is, like, because obviously half Irish. There's like Irish country, which is like obviously very different to like Luke Combs. So like I've always grown up with that kind of like country music thing, and then obviously like the sound of like modern country music is so much different to like what it used to be.
Not to be offensive. Is Zom from US?
Canada.
Much better. But basically, my wife and I went to California in 2017, and we started listening to the radio, and there was this station called something like The Hog, and it was all cheesy American things. They'd be like, "I'm ready to throw another bacon on the sizzle, baby. This is The Hog." And then so we were listening to it like ironically, and then by the end of our holiday we had a full playlist, and we were like, oh no, we really like country.
That's like when me and Andy went out there together. We found just this country radio station. It's like, and it literally was called The Wolf. It was like 103.1 Orlando or Wolf Radio. And
103.1 Orlando.
Literally. And then a wolf went, ooh. but exactly the same thing. We were like, "Oh, country, got to listen to a bit of country in America." You know, by the end of it, we were like, just cruising. Like we were gonna, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. My love. I've always loved. I say like 80s power ballad style stuff because it was quite fresh when I was young. But like as
you just said 80s power ballads were fresh when you were young.
Well, they came out on the radio when I was alive. But anyway, so like when I used to drive my Capri around like a Staines legend, and it had an like an FM radio with one mono speaker in the middle. It was from 1977, and the only thing I could find was, I don't know, it was called Liberty FM 963 Liberty, and I listened to that for years because it was all I could get in the car unless I had like my headphones on at night. And after that, I'm like, I get quite pumped when I hear "You're the Voice" by John Farnham or Man in Motion or whatever. But I know what you're saying is what I'm saying. I walked away from that thinking, well, I'm obviously not going to listen to that again.
But you do.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
It's just
not ironically.
It's attached to a good time. So like
Yeah. There's nothing ironic about my love of really bad 80s power ballads because I love them. Curdy, hello. Hope you are well, and I hope you enjoyed your break, even though we've spoken about it. But I still hope you enjoyed your break. Got to love Circus for Dead Squirrels. Is that a System of a Down thing? I don't know.
Might be.
Is that a band? I don't know. I'm so out of the loop. Lost in Internet Tracks back. Mesmerized, the first System album I heard that. I know we're the same age, mate, but I listened to really stupid metal.
Mesmerized was the first System album.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. And then did they do Still this album or whatever? I don't know. I don't care. I don't know anything about that band, but I was talking to Harry the other day on like TV, on music TV. It was doing like old really bad 90s metal bands, and there was like Spine Shank, and I'm like, Spine Shank, Ultra Spank, Hoober Stank, Apes, Pigs and Spacemen, Three Colours Red.
Hey, I liked Hoober Stank at that age. I did.
You like the Reason?
No, I like the I don't know the name.
It annoyed me because there's a riff in there which
Something
is
in the dark. Something in the dark.
Yeah.
Crawling in the dark.
We're just crawling in the dark. Yeah, but it goes da-dan, da-dan, da. That riff is lifted directly from one of my favourite bands, a band called Refused. It's taken it's lifted out of a Refused song and put into this really weird pop song.
Don't dare come at me like one of my favourite bands is Refused.
I know you love Refused. Yeah, wow. I know you do. Oh, dude, yeah, I remember that. I remember when Dillinger supported System of a Down. This is what I'm talking about, Brad. So I was like too cool for school, listening to Botch, Dillinger Escape Plan, Cave-In, Converge, Coalesce, all that kind of like, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, it's like Dillinger Escape Plan is supporting System of a Down. Madness. We couldn't understand it. We didn't know why. Because Dillinger Escape Plan to us were gods, and System of a Down were quite generic. But there we go.
I like Milk Lizard.
What's Milk Lizard?
From Dillinger Escape Plan.
Oh, okay. I again, there's two different Dillinger Escape Plans. There's Dimitri calculating infinity under the running board, and then Greg joined.
I'll be honest, lads. I feel like I'm on a music podcast.
Oh, whatever, man. Let's talk some toys. I love the 80s as well, mate, because I'm old. Right. What toy is it? Who's got some toys? He's the Ultra Spank open up for Slip.
Oh, Aaron, Dads and stuff. Let's go. What you got?
Aaron, show me some toys. What you got? Well, show me what you got.
Show me what you got. So, went to the boot fair on Saturday. Thanks to everyone who watched my video. I don't have everything from there. Sorry?
You said thanks to everyone who watched your video. I said you're welcome.
Oh, okay. But the only thing, like a lot of it, most of it obviously is to move on and all that sort of stuff. And to Tim as well, who probably doesn't watch this anymore, although he does sometimes watch it back on playback. Thanks for sorting me out all those Power Rangers. Really do appreciate that, mate. But talking of all things dad vibes, I found this little bad boy at the boot fair.
That's all right.
So that was £10. Can't go wrong with that.
Nah, nice.
Yeah, and obviously it goes with that bad boy behind me, which I still haven't got out of the box yet.
What is that? Oh, sorry, if I might have missed a few F's. What is that bad boy behind you?
That is the Razor Crest.
That's the Razor Crest.
That is the Razor Crest.
Wow, that's huge. Have you shown it on this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
In the box, because it's just so massive, isn't it? It's just...
No. Fair enough.
I keep saying, like, right, I'm gonna like get it out and do something, and then it's like, right, Saturday comes around, and it's like something comes up, do that instead.
By the way, what I meant was I watch every episode. I just forgot.
Sure.
So yes. So inside it comes with a loose Mandalorian.
Lovely.
But little Grogu here is in like a special HasLab packaging.
Okay.
So I didn't want to open that. So I wanted to get one. I mainly wanted it for the Grogu to go in the Razor Crest. But yeah, so couldn't go wrong. Tenner. Happy with that. I didn't know if obviously Dan. I know I've shown that off already, but that's coming your way.
It is. It looks complete and non-broken, which is perfect.
Yes, it's just missing accessories.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
no, wicked. Yeah, thank you. Because my one, the blue shoulder thing on my one snapped slightly, so I'll flog that one off. And,
that one's
sweet.
The only other reason is because these are just cool turtle figures, aren't they? So why not show them off twice? And I thought Andy was going to be here, so I was going to wind him up about that, which was
Is that what he was asking about?
That is, you know how on the group chat how he was just going off because they didn't give me my dagger. That is what it is. Just that. That's all it is.
Is that Ritaro? Is that what it is? Is that his?
It's the rat. I don't know what the rat's called, but
can't remember.
So pretty. It was pretty cool. Again, he bought it from the car boot the week before, and it was one of those ones we were sitting there and he was like, just give me an offer. He showed me the whole box because I wanted to see. I wanted the accessories, and he just had the whole box with him. And I was like, there's like from what Andy showed me, it looked like it was just all accessories, like bits of bobs and stuff. And then when he showed me the actual box that he had, there was like 4 or 5 like complete Zords in there.
Oh, so nice.
So I was like, oh man, like he was like, just give me an offer, throw me an offer. You know, you're sitting there like, all right, I want to throw him an offer that's like good for him, but also like throw him an offer. And I liked him. He's always been good to us and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just I said the first number that came to my head, and you went deal, and I went should have gone lower.
Yeah.
£2. always.
Yeah. When just as soon as I said it, he went yep, and I was like, oh, okay, should have gone lower.
Amazing.
No, he was happy with it. I was happy with it, and
It's good,
Aaron could have got that Mando for free, but forgot to get back to him. Oh, I'm sorry, Brad.
That's all right, man. It's cool.
That's all right.
Yeah, I think getting Andy for free is a different sort of night out.
Yeah, just a quick whip back, Jody. Proper underground metal band. Oh, check it out. Cry Little Sister, a really who cares early 2000s sort of screamo band called Aiden, do a genuinely good cover of Cry Little Sister. Check it out.
I remember when they came out, and it was like, you know, they did a really weird like song that is it wasn't great at the time, but now I listen to it, it just it's still not great, but it just reminds me of when it came out and being at that age. Dude, so it's now become into my playlist of like songs because it's like
I heard a song the other day and I'm like, proper banger. It was Take That. Couldn't believe it. Then I realized that youth is good, and being young is good, and these things remind me of youth, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I like about it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Dominic. Looking forward to Enfield Toy Fair. We will talk about the toy fairs at the weekend in a minute. Welcome, sir.
Unfortunately, that is me done because I put everything away at the weekend. So.
Oh, right. You got anything new to show, or are you?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I've got a couple of bits, but I mean, I've been on like not at all. Obviously, as you know, I retired, but I'm on for a good reason, which will come up later.
I'm trying to drag you over, but
drag me, baby.
Drag.
So, 2 of my fun things I got from Duncan's Toy Emporium.
Yes.
And the first one, which I even though I've posted these on Instagram, it's like I've not been on, so
show us.
Eka Pow.
wasn't it? Was it Andy from Andy's Toys and Models in one of his stereotypically bad moves that said, "Throw it in the bin."
I was saying, but in my post, I was like, "Can't wait to build this." He went, "Throw it away and build it." I was like, "Well, I was going to build it."
I mean, obviously it's great. Obviously it's insane.
Yeah. Do you know what? What's interesting about it is all of the pieces are, of course, unpainted.
Yeah.
So, like all the big boy pieces.
Yeah.
Are unpainted. So I'm not very good. I paint little Warhammer figures poorly as a sort of calming meditation time for myself. But I'm not very good at painting. I might see if Theo Kane might paint.
I was going to say either a Theo or even if you can persuade an Ollie, and I made this Ollie to.
I'll pay him. I paid this Ollie, more like. Yeah. So I bought that. The other one I want to show from Duncan again is dreadful. It's awful. I know it. So look how crap that is.
So just to correct you, because I'm going to get it in the ear.
Am I saying the wrong name?
You didn't get these from
Toy Box.
You didn't get them from Duncan's Toy Emporium. You got them from Rupert's Toy Box.
You know what I did the other day?
Two entirely different people.
I tagged Duncan and I bought them from Rupert. I just can't.
That's why you're confusing yourself. So these are from Rupert. Yes, understood.
Look, it's old toy men that all merge with me. So I bought that from Rupert as well.
I saw that, and I genuinely thought of you. And I wasn't that one. Sorry, it was the weird. You saw that and sent me a picture. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
It's awful, right?
Yeah.
But like 1967 Japanese. I'm like, oh, I got it. It was a very good price from Rupert. So I had to get that. And
That's
then the last two little pieces I
have.
have.
Go right. Get in touch with Ollie, but he has got to do my thing first. Whenever.
Mate, isn't he going to create stuff for your thing?
No, I've got something else going on.
That's sneaky boy, sneaky tones. And the other thing I got was, Aaron, what would you call King Kong if he could fly?
Wing Kong?
I said Aaron.
Sorry, mate.
Wing Kong!
Oh, it is Wing Kong! Hey!
Look at these bad boys.
Well, the brown one's got a face like the evil monkey from Family Guy.
Yeah, he does. He does. But the reason I like these was they actually look a bit Sofubi-ish.
Yes.
But they are simply Super 7 figures.
Right.
A couple of Wing Kongs for you. Look at them. I'm going to keep this one. Nope, wrong hand. Going to keep this one.
Yeah.
And this one will pop on the stall, I think.
Yeah, the blue one's definitely better.
I like the icy Wing Kong.
The colours are cooler, yeah.
And then I've got loads of I bought quite a few of the TMNT figs from B&M, like everyone's going nuts about.
Worse tat than mine, apparently, right?
Worst tat than Dan. Hey, Dan's taste is now my taste, all right?
Yeah. And vice versa, we're trading places.
Yeah. But I got loads of those. Well, not loads. I had 3 of those B&M figures. Kept the Leo for myself, and the something else for myself. Can't remember. And for the scratches going to Old Smuggler's Can.
Was it a surfer thingy?
It was to a surfer, Mike. I'm only confused because I've got some from Dave Blade, obviously.
Right. Yeah. Well, we were talking to Ollie last week, and he had a few of them that he paid obviously full whack. So yeah. It's a slight kick in the teeth. But as we discussed, you literally never know what's going to pop up, where it's going to pop up.
I bought a Muckman and another one, whatever, for like 30 quid and 40 quid.
Was that Mutagen? Was I there? Was that Nerd Base?
I think, yeah, one of them was from Nerd Base, which was 40 quid. And one of them was from eBay. So I think Mutagen was from... No, Muckman was from Nerd Base, 40. Yeah. And Mutagen, at the time, I was like, no one bidded on it. It was 30 quid.
I enjoyed Craig's comment. I put a thing up on. I remembered the other day that Jason from Nerd Toys stole £320 off me, so it irritated me. So I mentioned it on our Facebook group, and made a special comment to say not to be confused with Nerd Base, and Craig mentioned that people do ring him or ring the shop.
Really?
And are like, right, what's going on? And they're like, this is Nerd Base. And he said they realise instantly that it's not who they're after because they answer the phone. They're like, oh, you picked up, and
yeah. And
Christian,
he's literally the nicest guy ever.
It is a slash. It's not a strap. Yeah, it is a slash. Yeah, I've seen it.
It's been a very long week. I go on holidays 2 weeks from today, lads.
For advertising for Nerd Base. Everyone shop at Nerd Base.
It's incredible.
You can shop at Nerd Toys if you want, but you will lose your money. I warn against you.
Don't shop at Nerd Toys.
Do not do it. So before we talk about the weekend, Rye,
Hiya.
You've got something happening.
I do, but I've also got 1 minute until the delivery arrives.
Okay.
That's fine. I can do my little segment.
I'll after.
All right, Aaron, go. Do you want to be big? I'll make you big.
It's not crazy, but thank you everyone who joined the Toy Division Fantasy Football League.
I thought you had a different announcement, mate. I'll be honest. I thought it was something else.
No, I'm going to do a little every little live stream. I'm going to do a little update. I left the stuff downstairs. I probably should have got them, but there's some prizes for people to win who are in it. So at the moment, Mark Thomas leads the pack.
I'll be back
on 83 points. Actually, no, sorry. Mark Thomas, Michael Marfall, and very own Back to the Toys Ken are all in joint first place on 83 points.
Well, Ken knows a thing or two about old soccer ball, that's for sure.
And first, second, and third will all win a prize. And also, I did decide that the last place will win a prize as well. So,
that's fair.
I'm not going to mention what the last place prize is. You could end up winning something better than the first place prize.
Be a bit harsh if that was the case.
It'd be funny, but it would be harsh.
Yeah.
But yes. So thanks to everyone who joined, and I reckon we've still probably got maybe a week or two to, if you want to get your teams into it before we sort of close it off to people, because don't want someone walking in and saying, "Oh no, I'm having a really good season," and just joined halfway through. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, no, you want it to be pretty.
Yeah, a couple of weeks while everyone sorts their teams out, and then it will be close. So that'll be my little weekly segment, keeping everyone up to date on the run-ins.
We'll have to make a jingle. We're not going to make a jingle, are we?
No, it's already been taken. Damn.
Yeah. Balls. That's Adam and Joe. If anyone remembers the Adam and Joe show. 30. Balls. Football.
So it's just me and you.
It's just me and you. Ryan's gone to get something. So this weekend, there is a lot of toy business going down. You're not around this weekend, is it? You got a football you were going to see?
No, it's not even. Well, I did keep it clear because I was potentially going to football, and then all the tickets sold out really quickly. But it's, to be honest, I've had the last 3 weekends have been pretty.
You've been busy.
Full on. I'm very much looking forward to a do nothing weekend.
Fair enough. So when Ryan comes back, we'll give it a little push as well. But so Nebworth Toy Fair is on Saturday. Our friend Duncan, always fun, always a good time. Some good sellers, always. It's just a good time. It's just some good stuff. Myself and Andy will be selling, and V-Man Vintage will be down there. Robbo Toys, etc. Oh, hello, he's back. It'd be funny if he was wearing if he came back in, he was dressed full cowboy outfit, chaps, actual Stetson.
Sorry.
Just talking about the weekend. So, Nebworth, come down. I know it's August and things are happening, but come down. And also the Enfield Toy Fair is on, which I think, Ryan, you're doing a bit of a double, aren't you?
Yeah. So I'm going away on the Sunday, but they're so close together, 30 minutes drive apart. I was like, obviously, I want to hook up with you guys, and then I'm going to go to. So I'm going to hook up with you guys at Nebworth, see you, see Andy, see whoever's there, Robbo, see
Christian.
Christian, Duncan, and then on the way back home, because it's literally as I drive back, I'm going to pop into Enfield and see Tom and Kev and Ken.
Nope. Yep. Yeah, that's it. If you can make it. As in, come and see us. If you can make both. Keep toy fairs alive.
Honestly, it's not that far. Try and make both. Do both.
Yeah, try and make both. Oh, isn't it your wife's birthday, Paul? Didn't we establish this? Oh, okay, come down. Kev was saying, Rye seems to claim everything you post on Instagram. He's a bit like
it's
that.
Annoying, actually, to be honest with you, because he posts stuff. He also posts stuff. He posted this week. He was like, "Oh, Tom's selling some Japanese stuff. Here's some cats," and I was like, "Well, I collect them."
Oh no, you do.
You should always have a little something. I bought a Monster in My Pocket club pin from before, and then all of a sudden he posts like a picture of a Mighty Max keyring. Right, well, I need that as well.
Have you done the deal on the cats? Is that sorted?
No, we need to discuss, because it's tricky, because like some are on eBay. It's weird now because I know he's watching. But like some are on eBay, but they've been on there forever. But the ones I bought were from 2017. But they were like £3 or less.
Yeah.
Gachapon machines.
I was going to say, do you remember you sorted? I'm looking at one right now. Yeah, they were cheap as chips. Just fun.
I know they're tricky, but some of them are tricky to price, because it's like British rarity. But ultimately, we'll have a chat. We'll sort it out.
Tell us your news, mate. I want to hear your news.
Oh, how many people are watching? Like 20 or something?
We got 48 people watching currently.
Could 48 people please do me a favour? So please.
Now keep in mind when Rye says, "Can you do him a favour?" He himself is going on holiday on Sunday. But
no, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. So on Monday, BBC One at 4:30 p.m. is a new. You can't see it. It's a new quiz show starting that I created. So if anyone would please record it, or just stick it on in the background. I know like daytime quizzes aren't necessarily for this audience.
Whoa!
Yeah.
We all watch Tipping Point.
Wait, I'm not gonna live say my opinions on Tipping Point. Slow, but if you want a lot of questions and a ridiculous idea for a quiz, please watch at 4:30 p.m. It's called The Finish Line. It's hosted by Roman Kemp and sidekick Sarah Green. Just do it for me. Just stick it on.
So there we go. So Rye has invented himself an entire game show.
Can I just say that the man, we have put this man on a pedestal right now. He created 3 Toy Division quizzes, and now look at him. Bang! BBC. Ross Kemp.
Toy Division open doors.
Did you say Ross Kemp? Is Ross Kemp?
I don't know who it was. I wasn't really listening.
Ross Kemp on toast.
But
Ross Kemp does Bridge of Lies on the same channel, but Roman Kemp.
Roman Kemp.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like my job's obviously to come up with shows. Yes. And then we sell the shows, and then I sort of take my hands off it.
Listen. You created something from scratch, is what you do. It's been made. It's on BBC One. It's been broadcast to a nation, and much like a film or a screenwriter, you create and then you let it fly. And if someone else makes a mess of it, that ain't your problem. But you know what, mate? You got it made. It's your thing, and that's so the very fact that it's done is a green light.
Man, it literally, like when you watch it, you it's so weird. Like if obviously you're like outside of the industry, it's quite a weird like thing to sort of like. People won't realize it took over a year of my life, like and every single run through, even the run through where Roman said yes to it, I hosted. So I hosted every single. That's just me going like, "Hello, welcome to The Finish Line, the brand new quiz show where contestants literally race across the studio floor. Think Formula One, but for nerds." I did that for a year.
Well, we often had some funny WhatsApp conversations that Ryan would leave me a voicemail where he's waiting for who, because you had to present this to so many different people. And
I had to do it for a year, as a presenter, but also the creator. And it's not just me, obviously. There's two other people.
It makes my job look rubbish. So thanks very much.
I tell you what, we'll do it. Great idea. If people in the chat on Monday, I'll do a post on Monday, even though I'm on holiday. And if people in the chat take a selfie of them with my name in the background, which will be developed by or development team Ryan Davis,
right?
I will do a randomizer live and send them a toy.
I mean, this is getting complex.
I
But
every second of it.
Take a selfie with my name in the background on Monday,
yeah,
and I'll send you a toy.
there we go.
What time was it on again?
4:30 p.m.
4:30 p.m. BBC One.
If you don't like it, don't tell me. It's weird when you work in an industry like this because, like, if you're a builder, no one walks up to you and goes, "You know what, mate? That wall is shit."
Oh, we do.
But like, if you work in creative something, they go, "Oh, I hated that."
Really?
But yet they physically.
How weird, because the creative side of it's so subjective, whereas if a wall's plumb or not is literally physics.
Now, but I mean, like, people who aren't involved in it.
I get you. I hear you. Can we do the randomizer in a week?
Just to
That's
say as well, it will be a series, so it will be on every Monday at 4:30.
So it'll be every single day.
Oh, so day one. There you go.
It's 25
Excellent.
episodes across 5 weeks.
25 episodes. Or 2 if it doesn't do very well. What's Paul saying?
Yeah, they paid for it now.
Serious question. What sort of viewing figures would be classed as good nowadays for someone like that? It's a good question with all the different choices.
Really, really difficult. So what would good viewing figures be for this stream?
Like
50 to 60.
50 to 60, yeah.
About 1 million.
Oh well, this is your friend Charlie all over again, mate. You're shaming me. You're shaming me publicly, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I won't get credit. Don't worry about it.
That's fine.
No, about 1 million. Something like The Chase that's been around for sort of 10 plus years gets 2.53.
Okay.
Which is excellent. But you kind of want to sustain about 1 mil.
I'm going to try and add the Viking into the stream, but I don't know if this is going to work or not. No, he's in with audio only. If you can hear me, Viking, turn your camera on, son. So we were chatting.
Is he out and about, or is he actually at home?
No, he'd be at home.
I just got some images he's going to blow up when he's in a Project Orange or something. Just like
kebab and a beer. All right, boys.
Chicken, beer.
Here we go. Lots of love for Ryan and his successful venture. So me and Ryan were just chewing the fat the other day, Aaron, about at some point in the relatively near future putting together some kind of, I'm saying it's like it's my idea. It's just saying that Ryan put to me and I like. Oh, hang on a minute. Hello, mate.
What's going on?
How you going, man? You good?
Sorry, I'd unplugged my camera.
for the best.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
we're just talking. So yeah, Ryan was saying to me the other day that like at some point there's enough of us and all that business to potentially do some kind of very low key, small Toy Division-esque toy fair. But the reason I mention it is because if we did that, then there would definitely be a spot with Rye doing on the spot quiz questions. You answer it right. Here's a blind bag. Here's a minifigure. Here's whatever. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool.
And what would be quite fun is you just set up a live stream, and like anyone could just walk on. I'll give them a question.
Yeah, that'd be incredible. Yeah, get Johnny down.
What time's the show airing? Right, what's the sitch?
Thank you for asking. 4:30 p.m. BBC One, starting Monday, every day for 5 weeks.
Well, my dad's buzzing for it. He loves horse racing, and he loves quizzes.
Set to rival the chase. We shall see.
what's weird about it is that I work for a subsidiary of, an owned company of ITV called Potato. We make the chase. So there's 15 minutes every day that has a show on BBC One and a show on ITV that we make.
But have you met the Beast and the other chasers? Many times.
Many times.
I enjoyed the fact that who's is he the, I don't even know if he's a host. Who's the actor guy that comes to Toy Fairs? Oh God, I can't remember his name.
Huh?
Who's the actor?
Best mate.
Who's the actor that comes to Toy Fairs?
Shane Ritchie.
Shane Ritchie. I'm thinking of someone else. Anyway, I was thinking he was someone doing a chase. I like the fact that he
Bradley Walsh.
I thought it was Bradley. That's what I had in my mind. I thought Shane Ritchie presented.
I get what you mean. Shane Ritchie did do a game show probably 5 years ago called Reflex, but it wasn't a.
I was just confusing my host, but yeah, respect because me and him we've got a connection. I don't hassle him, and he buys toys off me.
When Jonathan Ross comes down to Nebworth, that's when it's going to pop off.
When Jonathan Ross comes in,
James
going to walk in there and buy some Micronauts probably.
Yeah, 17
with a fake moustache on.
Hello to yourself for the Viking.
Andy, you got a little juice box going on there.
I do. I've got two actually.
He's double parked with the juice boxes.
You know what I absolutely love about you coming on, Viking, is you look like a child drinking a juice box with a headset in a gallery. It's mental. It's mental.
I have to get a cooler background, but it's like Shakespeare.
Absolutely.
And I think
that's what I was thinking of.
Not sure what that is. Some chair.
That's what I was thinking of. Win, lose or draw. Sorry. Viking.
Yeah. What's this?
Paul picked up a nice mint N64 collection, boxes, etc. So gone from the NES collecting to N64 collecting. Nothing that's special game wise, but a good start.
Nice mint. To be fair, like very nice quality stuff. It all seems to be going up actually. N64, NES as well. But I picked up a copy of Earthworm Jim not too long ago, and I had no idea it was expensive in very good condition. But I just thought it was a pretty common game. It's getting up there. On the N64, so it's Earthworm Jim 3D. I don't particularly like it, but it's.
I've got to say, I mean, not that I'm in the know in that, but I am an Earthworm Jim fan.
And the SNES ones are amazing. Like, they're so good.
But I mean, it's SNES and Mega Drive. I see them kicking around all the time, but I don't think I've ever seen Earthworm Jim on the N64. Yeah,
it's I never had it when I was a kid, so it was like
Earthworm Jim is not an easy game.
No,
it's hard when you got to start whipping yourself with the robotic suit onto hooks, then jumping up and then whipping again and jumping up. It's one of them that like it gets quite frustrating quite quickly if you fall. And
I really like the animation style of it, like baddies especially. I don't know all the baddies, but Psychro as a kid and whatever the one which is a goldfish, I like those as a kid.
That's Bob
the fish.
Bob the goldfish.
And I'm not sure if I'm remembering this right, but you know his friend who's a puppy which gets massive.
Peter Puppy.
Yeah. Peter the Puppy, is it? Okay. I loved him as a kid. Like, I was like,
Viking, awesome. I used to have a gaming channel with friends. I will send you it.
Viking, have you got anything you want to talk? You got anything you want to?
Really quickly.
Well, I've got a couple of pickups actually.
Wait, let me cut you all off.
Viking, stop talking. Right.
Cut you all off. Someone called Kevin O'Brien just messaged.
Who's that?
Can I just check what Kevin O'Brien does for work?
What do you do for work, Kevin O'Brien? What do you do for work? What do you do for a living? All right, yeah, we've asked a question. Viking, talk to us. What have you got in your bag?
Well, one of them is actually a surprise because I haven't opened it yet because I only got it off of Andy H the other day. But I'll show you the thing which I did get. But I got this via Aaron's brother, I believe.
Okay.
You got a brother?
Yeah. He. Marcus. Sorry, I was thinking Lucas, but it's Marcus.
You'll meet Marcus at Sandown, right? He's stalling with us.
Yeah, good bloke. I haven't seen him in about 10 years, but he managed to pick up one of these.
Short and bald.
Yeah. he's got like kind of the opposite of you, I guess, right? But
Yeah.
he's for now, anyway, at least. Like, but yeah, Marcus picked up a boxed laser scope for the.
Oh my god, I'm
NES.
so happy. I know what everyone's been talking about.
Yeah, so
It's crazy how good condition that box is.
yeah, it's very unlikely ever been used. So I've actually got one already, but this one is in ridiculous condition. Like, I don't think they're worth that much money. It's just super cool and lame because obviously you don't want to shout out the TV screen normally, but obviously this is quite cool. There's quite I don't know if anybody ever watched the Angry Nintendo Nerd back in the old school YouTube days, but he did a video about this, I think, where he talked about it and how much it sucks, but it's freaking sweet. And anyway, just because it's pretty uncommon. And I've also got a box from, I believe it's Brad.
Hey, Brad be skating.
Yeah, I think, is it the same Brad? It's Brad be skating. Is it Brad 1644? That one?
Same Brad.
The legend.
Yeah, he is, honestly, I don't know if he gets free postage or something, but he is an absolute
He does
nutter.
not. He likes sending things to people.
He's, honestly, I thought I was getting an envelope, and this is a big old box, so I guess we'll just open it now. Yeah, so I've never met him, I don't believe, but cheers, Brad, whatever this... Well, I'm not sure. Whatever it could be, anthrax or something. For all I know. But
Cheers, Brad. Viking was never heard of again.
Yeah,
Guys, if this is anthrax, the viewership for this episode is
through the roof.
We're going to go viral on TikTok if this is a bomb or anthrax. That's it, yeah.
Maybe it's like, did you ever see The Rock? You know, the VX poison gas.
Yes.
They sort of dissolved that guy.
I saw someone made a like bath bombs and then structured them like one of those.
Awesome!
I was like, that's so good. Yeah.
I love that. I think it's actually Nicolas Cage's third best film. I think.
Oh, we'll have to discuss that at some point.
I mean,
that's an episode. That's an episode.
Yeah.
Maybe not best, but just the most enjoyable for me anyway. So.
Strongly disagree, but that's fine.
Can I just jump in there and just say, Carlos, see you later, mate. Have a good one.
Take it
And
easy.
you have a good hunt. You have a good toy hunt as well.
Yeah.
Well, this box is a lot spicier than I thought.
eBay reseller right now. It's pretty of them. Different Kevin O'Brien.
Yeah, do you know what's mad about the name Kevin O'Brien is? Kevin O'Brien is an incredibly important commissioner at ITV. For a second, I was like...
Right, should we have a look? Should we have a look in this box?
Go,
Since
do
I've
it.
got it open.
Do it.
Right, so I will show you what I thought I was getting from Brad first, because it's not in very good condition, and it appears to be the American version. But it's the box for Castlevania on NES. It's
Nice.
Look at that art.
it's very cool, but it's not in the best condition. But I don't believe I've actually got this one, so very cool.
So you did get that from Brad.
Yeah. This is what I was expecting from Brad, because he messaged me.
Yes.
He was like, "Oh, I think I've got a spare case that I found somewhere.
Okay.
Who knows where?" And
Cool.
I don't believe I've got it box. I have to check in the old tub of mystery. And this is quite cool, actually. Me and Andy H will definitely get some use out of this. So it appears that this is a box of Tokyo Ghoul, the anime. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but anime. And they're shot glasses.
Tokyo Ghoul shot glass.
I love those.
Yeah. So not sure if you can see the design on it, but it's a kind of
Yeah.
So me and Andy, obviously Dan's not a big drinker. Ryan, these guys have got big responsibilities. So me and Andy H will put a dent into it, I guess. I suppose. But thank you very much, Brad. I do love a drink.
Oh, he's such a lovely man.
And so it looks like we have a couple of games here as well. So this appears to be this is an American copy of the NES game Bases Loaded.
Nice.
Sorry about my camera; it's a bit fuzzy.
No, it's very nice.
Yeah, but it's actually in pretty nice shape, actually. Yeah, very cool. I don't think I've got that because whilst I do collect all region NES, I don't recognise it. There is a copy of Super Mario All-Stars, which is one of the greatest
Classics.
Super NES games. Absolute classic. I do have this. but I don't know if this one's in better condition than mine. Probably. My one was from when I was a kid, so could be absolutely battered and lent out. And we have a American copy of NBA Tecmo Super NBA Basketball, which is very cool too. I have quite a meager American SNES collection. It must be about maybe 10 carts or something like that. Pretty less, actually, to be fair.
The Amiga?
No, it's Super NES, but it's the American shape.
Do you want the American shaped Super Nintendo Alien 3 cartridge?
Why not? I love them. But I actually prefer the shape on the American cartridges.
Square up.
Yeah, I think it. These ones here, like the color, the grey is not. I don't think it's very nice. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit light, but I do generally collect the PAL versions just because obviously that's what I had when I was a kid. But very cool. Thank you very much, Brad. Really appreciate it. I have to get you a pint at some point. Yeah, he's such a legend.
So lovely. Yeah.
Although he did get put in the spam folder, like the scam folder on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like with all the you're an influencer. Do you want to do whatever? And it's like, no, I'm not.
Andy, do you think The Rock is better than Con Air? You're out of your mind if you're even thinking about that. It's not. It's just no way.
You are out of your mind.
Well, you think The Rock is? You think The Rock is better than Con Air?
100%.
Oh,
100%. The Rock.
No.
Put the booty back in your beak. Oh, get over it.
It's Cage going full Cage. The Rock is
brilliant.
No, mate. The Rock is a good film.
It is. Also, like Ed Harris in it, legend.
Average.
Yeah.
Average Harris.
Also, Jonathan Connery, great.
Michael Biehn, I'll give you that. That's pretty good.
Well, what's the best scene in Con Air?
Steve Buscemi. And anything that John Malkovich is in, because the scenery just melts and how much he's chewing it. Huh?
But when you say Steve Buscemi, do you mean when they're off the plane and he's just sort of... That's not that good a scene.
It's terrible. It's rubbish. Doesn't do anything.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, The Rock. Mate,
we've got
Rock in the mouth.
Rock beats Con Air.
Yeah.
Con Air is the best action film of all time. Gone full face off. Is Cage going full Cage? Listen, Wild at Heart, Snake Eyes, Raising
9mm.
my favorite current Cage film is probably Color Out Space. But
I haven't seen that. I really like Lord of War as well. I don't know if anyone's seen that one.
It's all right.
I think it's a bad film.
I gotta say I loved it back in the day.
They're doing a Lord of War 2.
Really?
Yeah, genuinely. Yeah.
Christian raises a good point. I don't even like the Goonies. That's fair.
Just damn no, he doesn't even like the Goonies. Yeah,
it's fair. Brad's with me. Listen, I've got a question, and I'm going to steal it straight off Rye's question because we're talking to the Viking. Aaron, you can go first, or you can have some thinking time. 3 best games of all time. If we need some thinking time, we can have some thinking time.
I might should get shouted at for like coming out with.
Come out, whatever you want, mate. Whatever you want.
Guys, I'll be back.
All right.
My 3 favourite games.
Yep.
I really don't know. I've never had to think about it. I would say, it's difficult because I want to say Elder Scrolls. I know it's not.
Okay.
I want to say it's a series because it's not like Skyrim is goated, but then I loved Oblivion as well, and so I'm just gonna say the Elder Scrolls series.
Okay.
I don't really know. Like Pokemon is legit one of the best. Yeah. Probably one of my favorite games.
Millions of people, can't be wrong.
And
Aaron, who did you choose first?
I just said Elder Scrolls because I can't really put it down to like because they're all good in their own way.
I think you meant which Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Oh, sorry. I probably have to say one I like playing at the moment, or I like playing, was Fire Red. It was like a remake of Red for the Game Boy Advance.
Which Pokemon did you choose?
Oh, Charmander.
So I had my first ever Pokemon game was Pokemon Red, Game Boy. But this was like no one had any idea what Pokemon was. So I got that and I was like, oh, Bulbasaur sounds cool. So I had Pokemon Red and chose Bulbasaur. Loved.
Bulbasaur, I'm pretty sure, is the most powerful starter anyway. Overall.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's supposed to be. He's one of those ones where he's like nobody picks him, but he's actually the best one to pick.
Well, I picked him, Viking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of Squirtle myself, but
we got some more. I was thinking games, but we got franchises. Okay,
Boys, you can't be saying Mario Kart. Which game?
Which games?
Oh,
Mario.
I tell you what, I will
Modern
go with
Warfare
it.
2 back in the day.
Who said BioShock?
Brad,
Shout.
solid pick.
What a shout. Yeah.
Ollie's into Resident Evil 2, Zelda, Majora's Mask.
We've all that in there as well. Do you know what I love about this? Everyone always says Ocarina of Time. I prefer Majora's Mask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Much prefer.
Majora's Mask has got a time limit though, and I think people get.
Yeah, because they're crap at games. They're crap at
But
games.
I mean, I feel like I'm right on it. It's Majora's Mask with the time limit, right?
Yeah, you start with the clock tower, and then you've got to do like a day and blah blah.
Tony Hawk's 2.
Oh,
It's
banger.
a
The
classic.
soundtrack is still the soundtrack to my life.
Bang.
To actually
Operation
have
Wolf.
a band,
Uh,
there is actually a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater cover
They're playing.
band out there.
They're playing in
Yeah.
the new Cross Inn. If you guys fancy it, I'm big
Amazing.
down for that.
When?
I think I'll get the details, but
Tomorrow night.
I'll be down.
Saturday, toy fairs are all off. We're all going.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they're called, but they've got.
It's literally
I've
like
got-
Tony
yeah,
Hawk's. Like, no, isn't it like THPS?
Yeah.
If I was doing that, I'd call it Christ Air, just because I always played as Rune Glifberg, and that was my multiple special pointer.
I feel like playing as anybody but Rodney Mullen
Oh,
is a mistake.
the 900. That's what they're called.
The 900, fair. That's a good name.
Mm.
So, right, my three favorite games of all time. You ready?
I'm listening.
For you,
Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo.
valid.
Metal Gear Solid, Jesus. Metal Slug Anthology on the PlayStation 2.
Mm-hmm.
Valid.
And this is the wild card that you're not going to see coming. Destroy All Humans.
I honestly thought you were going to say Left 4 Dead.
I love Left 4 Dead. I love shooter games like that. I love them. But if I think about the games that I'm like, yeah, it's those three games.
They're doing a Destroy All Humans too.
There is already Destroy All Humans 2, the Rise of the Furion, and Destroy All Humans 3. I've got them all.
Oh, maybe it's a remake or something.
Probably a remake. I mean, Left 4 Dead, more Left 4 Dead 2. Yeah. There's more than 3 games you will like, but that's my top 3.
Yeah.
Right, guys, just saying it out, throwing it out there. This band, the 900,
Yeah.
locally, 28th of October, Guildford,
Oh, what, Star or something?
the Boiler Room.
Boiler Room, fair.
And then the London one is the 15th of December in the Underworld, which is, I'm assuming, is the Camden one.
Let's
Yeah.
do the London one.
Yeah, I'll
There you
go
go.
down the world. There's parking near there. That's not a problem. Go to the World's End.
London
Have a
one.
£27 pint.
Yeah.
There we go. Toy Division Christmas party at the Underworld, 900.
Wait,
We still got to arrange our Christmas meetup and get Don't Let Me Book Anything, because we're going to go Toby Carver again. What do we think? Can we agree with Stu that the best multiplayer game of all time is Worms? I would if Bomberman didn't exist.
but which Worms? My favourite Worms is Worms Armageddon.
That's a good Worms. With the they get better when you start to get like not just the sheep, but like the flying cows and all that sort of stuff.
Worms Armageddon, the American version on N64 is actually quite expensive, but the English one's about a £5.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why. It's so if you ever see an American version, pick it up.
Now
Try and
we're getting into my childhood now with Golden Axe. Oh my goodness.
Micro Machines on PlayStation 1.
Do you know what I think
Micro
my
Machines. Good shout.
least favourite type of game, even though I love the artwork, are games like
Double Dragon, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage. Yeah, I love them.
Games. I just don't like. I don't like the. I never know where I am. Don't like it. Don't like it.
Well, okay. We always do like the top 3, like your favorite games. Yeah. Is there a game genre that you just cannot stand?
Yeah.
Sport.
Any racing games or football games. Yeah.
I would just say football games.
Yeah.
No, racing games, right? You can't tell me that Burnout is not a good racing game.
I don't like realistic racing games. I don't like the Gran Turismo and even like not realistic games like Need for Speed. I just don't like them. Stupid ones like what's that? What's the league? The racing league one?
Rocket League.
Yeah, I love that sort of stuff. That's great.
Well, that's not racing. That's football.
It's like football with cars in it.
I hate car games and football games, but you mix them together.
Do you know what? A game from
F-Zero X. Great racing game, but it's or Extreme G or the NC.
Extreme G, yeah, it's pretty good fun.
Blinking brilliant.
Fair.
One game genres that I cannot stand are actually beat 'em up fighting games.
Melon represents.
What, like 2D fight?
I'm with you, man. What's I like the Street Fighter 2s and the Mortal Kombats. I'm never bothered to learn the combos, so I'm not very good at it.
2 people fighting it, and all you do is just hit that X button as quickly as you can.
I'll be Blanca. Electricity. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not very good at them.
What's annoying? I agree, Aaron. I actually don't like playing fighting games anymore. But like some fighting games have the best artwork for me. Like Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh yeah.
The Dreamcast one, amazing. Yeah,
insane.
Very cool.
Insane. I love watching. I watch them on YouTube, like with the tournaments. But
again, showing my age slightly, but I remember when there was a national uproar. It was in the newspapers of like what is going to happen to our children? Have you seen the graphics on this game called Mortal Kombat? Yeah. Oh my goodness! There's blood and there's
it's quite quaint now, really.
A little bit, yeah, just a bit.
The new ones are extreme though, like
very.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is a masterpiece.
That is, I tell you what, that's a middle one, not for me, but that list is.
Can I ask you I have a game that you remember, but I like the game Cannon Fodder, and it reminded me of there's games that I used to think were amazing, and you go back to them. I once borrowed my friend's Atari Jaguar just to play Aliens vs Predator, and then we bought one a few years ago and played Aliens vs Predator, and my goodness, that is not a good game. Wow.
The Super Nintendo one I feel is quite good, but I don't own it. It's quite expensive.
Even the newer one they came out on like the 360, where you could be like a marine, a predator, and the alien.
They did Aliens vs. They're Cloning Marines, didn't they?
Cloning Marines was called, yeah.
No, was it?
There was another one.
There was another one. You're right.
And it basically they just ran out of time, so they got this like really like in-depth like human storyline, and then there was supposed to be one where you're the alien and one where you're the predator.
That's right.
And basically they just ran out of time, so they made the human version, and then we're just do it the opposite way for the other two.
See, I know you guys don't play. I know you do. Me and you, Viking, are the gamers, really. But like things like it's not brilliant, but Aliens Fire Team, we'd have a laugh with.
Yeah, a friend of mine, he said it was actually surprisingly good fun. Actually. It's
not great, to be honest. I played with my friend Party P. It was as fun as it sounds.
Alien 3 gives me genuine anxiety. It stresses me out. Alien 3 is a game. I don't like
Super Nintendo.
No, well, the game. I don't like the ticking clock factor. It winds me up.
Yeah.
Saturn Bomberman, Altered Beast.
Oh, big. Honestly, that game is dreadful and amazing. Again, in my younger days, we completed that very drunk on a YouTube channel. Maybe I should share the YouTube channel.
Chase HQ. Hello, Leicester Vintage. How you guys doing? I hope you're well. Enjoyed your pictures of your stall out the other week. Whoosh. It's a lot of Transformers.
That was a TF Nation, wasn't it?
Yeah. Contra 3. We got to talk about Contra 3 at some point, Viking, because I have that.
You have the cart of it, don't you, or the retro cart of it? Yeah. I need to check the box, see what's in there, but it's in the garage and
another time. Smash Jimmy Tetris. Yeah, classic.
There's obviously another goated game was Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
That,
probably the best Star Wars game ever made.
Oh yeah, it's probably better than some of the Star Wars films storyline. Like
that's what people say. So they say the same thing about. I've not played them, but they say about Batman games like Arkham Asylum and stuff. They're like, it's classic Batman sort of thing.
Yeah.
Paul's saying, I think different generations will say different games, very difficult to figure it out. Yep, same with toys, Bat Memories. Grand Theft Auto maybe one of the best. But which Grand Theft Auto? The look down one where you run over a bunch of Harry Krishna, or the I mean,
for me, my favourite GTA was the Vice City one. That came out at the perfect time for me.
Vice City was a game changer. I mean, it was literally a game changer. It changed the way people played games.
Who needs to say the top three? Aren't we like done one?
Oh yeah,
right. Top three.
Top three. So I run over there to get two of them.
Oh.
So I'll say the first one.
See that, Kieran?
Absolute classic.
Super Mario 64. Okay. Yeah.
I think if you were around live at that time, and I used to play, so I didn't have a SNES. My parents tricked me. So I had a NES, and then they just almost didn't reveal a SNES was in the world. So I had like the first Super Mario. I didn't even have Super Mario 2. Then I had Super Mario Bros. 3.
You had Duck Hunt. Of course you did. Everyone did.
All that, right? And then one Christmas, I think I've told this story before on the stream, but one Christmas, so it was 1996, 8, one of those. I was 10, so it must have been 96, I guess. So they went to me, oh, Ryan, we've got you a computer game. So I was like, oh, for the NES. SNES doesn't exist, you cheapo. And they gave me this boxed, right? And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. That's going to be amazing when I get the console. That's how much of an idiot I was. And then I opened all my presents, and then they went, oh, I think someone's at the door. Ryan, do you want to go get something at the door? And I went to the door, and the NES, the N64 console was at the door. So I had that. Me being an idiot was like, yay, a game. Doesn't matter, not got the console. Then I got the N64. The jump from the first Mario to Super Mario 3 to that.
Dude, that's like cassette tape to Blu-ray.
Dude, it was like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, what do you mean I could just move? I could just move wherever I want. Changed my life completely. The next game after that, I don't know if anyone's heard of it. If someone has, it'd be Viking.
But before you put it, could I just say thanks for bringing back memories of how utterly rubbish my childhood was. Imagine having parents that would do that. Imagine that. Imagine getting presents and people like spacing them out and like having little games, and it's insanity. Absolutely insane. I'd get a broken NES with Super written on it in crayon. There you go. Super Nintendo.
Well, you minted now.
Yeah.
So that is
Gumshoe, legendary, brilliant game.
It always reminds me of Back to the Future. I think
I think this is accidentally, but also like no one realizes how innovative even now that game is. So you always had, so you had Duck Hunt. You shoot ducks; they go around the screen, but all you're doing is eliminating ducks.
Yeah.
This is a character walking across the screen, and if you shoot him, he jumps. So it's a shooting platform.
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah.
If no one has seen this game in action, honestly, smash on YouTube. It's unbelievable. It's never been done again, I don't think. It's a character running across like Mario, and you're going, what? You shoot him, he jumps over obstacles, and you shoot stuff that might hurt him, and you've just got to get him through a level.
Clear his path and stuff, yeah.
And the bad guy's called King Dom. Kingdom.
Love it. Did you on your NES in all its 20-year usage glory? Did you have is it Battletoads and Double Dragon? That was
didn't have either.
It was one game. It was like, wasn't it Battletoads v Double Dragon? If I remember correctly, it was a good game.
Didn't have either.
Did you have?
I think I have a copy of that for Andy actually.
It's a great game. Did you have Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers?
Classic. Yeah, my original NES is in the living room. Of course, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
That's classic.
Again, on my YouTube channel, I'll send it around.
Origins. There we go. Bit of Batman. Jody knows how you feel. Just upgraded from a NES to an Xbox One.
That is a jump.
We're going backwards now. We're like bring out the Vic 80s, whatever they're called. Brad's saying the first console was a Commodore 64. My dad found them fixed off the back of a lorry. Second-hand a Japanese Sega Mega Drive. I had to open it. Yeah, man. Well, I have my original Atari ST. I have no working monitor in the garage with loads of boxed and I have more like rip-off games for the Atari ST than real games. You know, ones you're like they've got nothing written on them. There was a game called Rockstar Ate My Hamster that I was obsessed with. Anyone remember? No one knows what I'm talking about. Doesn't matter. What's your third one?
Very quickly, yeah, because it's like 5 for 10. I can't not say Dark Souls.
Okay. Isn't that notoriously hard?
Yeah, it might be the best game I've ever played.
Okay, Andy.
Well, I'm going to sort of do a couple, and one of them's actually got 2 games, but so I had to write down.
We ain't got time for this, Mischief. Just give me 3 names.
Okay, Ori, Will of the Wisps, and the sequel to it.
Okay.
You should definitely play that. Jody, if you've got an Xbox, you should get that.
No,
Ori.
Blind Forest or Will of the Wisps.
Amazing.
No, you can't do that.
All right, Blind Forest.
I'd say Blind Forest as well, because Will of the Wisps, I don't like the base building part. Get rid of that.
Will of the Wisps, play that. It's on Xbox One. It's amazing. It's a Metroidvania, 2D kind of Ghibli studio, cute animal platformer. It's a great game. It's amazing. It's totally worth playing.
It's so good.
It is so good. On the Super Nintendo, Turtles in Time, absolutely amazing brawler. Probably the best Turtles game, and I think probably one of the best beat 'em ups on the system as well. Sekiro also is my favourite of the Soulsborne games that I've actually completed. It's kind of a spiritual successor to Tenchu, if anybody played that on the PlayStation.
Tenchu? I remember that. Tenchu, Ninja Assassin.
Yeah, amazing game. But Sekiro's almost like a sequel to that, I suppose, but not really. Kind of imagine that, but with Dark Souls mixed in. It's that is a great game, and I'm going to chuck in Lilac Wars as well because I love.
If we're going to chuck in,
I'm chucking it in. Turn the stream off. End it now.
Yeah, well, I'll also chuck in Lilac Wars.
Yeah, Lilac Wars is.
No, then I'll also chuck in Mad World on the Wii. Deal with it.
Lilac Wars is insanely good.
I don't know half of these names. I don't know half of the stuff you're talking about. But then again,
it was Star Fox 64 in America.
Okay, I know what Star Fox is.
Yeah, I love the first one as well, but it hasn't aged very well.
Lilac Wars is so good.
Yeah.
I was talking with someone the other day about is it Ghosts and Goblins or Ghouls and I can't remember.
Too hard.
Whereas you run,
you're
in full armor, you get touched, your armor disappears, you're in boxer shorts, you get touched again, you die. There is no save point.
It's too hard. That game's just too hard.
These are the games I had probably still got it in my garage on Atari ST, those sorts of games.
Viking, are we going to start a little gaming stream? What's going on?
Could do. I'm down. The Ghouls and Goblins, I think, is actually quite pricey. Actually, so if you see a copy of that, the box, I think it's about £100 game now.
On what
crazy?
On
Super Nintendo. I think it's about £100. So I don't know if it was Retro Ghetto, but somebody picked it up recently. I saw it on, maybe it was on TikTok or maybe it was on YouTube, and it's pretty pricey now.
Might be what
for a game which nobody likes. Well,
yeah, no one plays it because it's too hard.
Yeah,
it's literally impossible unless it's one of them. Like King of Cons, when you sit there and people have got their screens and they're literally drawing the jumps and the timing and that. I feel like the Ghouls and Ghosts and Goblins, whatever. I feel like that would have to be that level of commit. Yeah. You'd have to do hours and hours and hours over and over and over again every day to understand the jumps and the gaps and the weights and the breaks. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I tell you what's a great game is Gargoyles Quest for Game Boy, and Firebrand's the bad guy. We spoke about this when we went on a little trip. He's the bad guy in Ghouls and Ghosts and Goblins.
Okay.
Gargoyles on the NES is actually one of the more pricey. It's about 150 quid, I think. Gargoyles on the NES. Or maybe it's Gargoyles 2, but
it is. So Gargoyles Quest is on Game Boy. Gargoyles 2 is on the NES.
Guys, Andy's made it into the stream, so we're going to say see you later. It's 10 o'clock.
What's he been doing?
He's been out and about. Saturday. come and see me and Andy at Nebworth. You might see Rye if you get there early enough and he's still around.
I think I'm going to be there as well, so if you want to say hi.
Yeah.
Brad, I think so, yeah. Brad, if you're there, like, say hi. Cheers.
Brad won't be there. Brad doesn't.
Oh, right, okay.
You're actually going to be there because I'll bring. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Talk after.
I think I am. I am not working, but I was going in Andy's car, but then he was like, "Oh, maybe it's broken," so I don't really know. So maybe I'll drive.
We'll talk. We'll figure it out. So Nebworth, come and see us at Nebworth on Saturday. Enfield, just down the road, also on Saturday. Have a little toy trip. Have a little toy morning. Bam, bam, bam. Lovely stuff. We'll be back next week. I don't know who's on. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know anything. I know nothing about anything. Anyone else got anything to say? Now is your time.
Yes. 4:30 p.m. on Monday, BBC One. Please watch my new quiz go. Take a picture of yourself.
Why would the 13 people that watch this make any difference to the viewing figures if they all watched it?
Mate, I'll take anything I can get. Take a picture of yourself with my name, Ryan Davis, in the background, and I'll do like a random lottery and I'll send you a toy. I promise. Promise.
There we go. Yeah.
Please help me.
Andy has the last word. He's got no interest in this. He's glad he missed games night. Okay. Guys, take it easy. Speak to you soon,
everyone.
See ya.
Bye.
I'm ending. I'm double ending. And